People. Que pasa, sa, passe, what they do. Now, people, this is our next edition. This is our next version of it happening again. It happened one more again. Because, people, we see that a little 17-year-old, we are speaking about a person whose name is Javon Smith, and he is a student or was a student of Lennon High. And people, this incident was said to have happened in a place called Junior Crescent we are speaking about in Clarendon. And people, we see that there's a regular flare-up in Clarendon because I think for 2020 there is almost 16 or 14 persons that have gotten slapped away in another liquor place there already. And based on the Popo report, it is said that some GUNMEN kicked off the door of this family. We are speaking about this family of 4. We are talking about the mother, we are talking about the father, we are talking about a little 4-year-old pitney. And we are also speaking about these teenagers. We are speaking about a person whose name is Javon Smith. And based on what the Popo is said, they then proceeded to start spraying the place with can. And after the SMOKE cleared, Mr. Javon was slapped away and the rest of his family was taken to the place of recovery. And we are speaking about including a 4-year-old sister. Now, people, when we see stuff like this happening on a regular basis in Jamaica, we have to ask the question as it pertains to these new millennial GUNMEN. Are they smoking crack or weed laced with mad post piss? Because people, obviously something is wrong because they are mentally deranged, they are psycho, they are sick in them head, them mad sick head no good, point blank and period. So anyways, based on the Popo report, it is said that the other 3 members of the family, we are talking about the mother and the father and the 4-year-old pitney, they were taken to the place of recovery and they were treated and let go because they did not have any life-threatening injuries. So people, that is always a good look. And what is so disturbing about this whole thing is that based on what the residents and based on what friends of the family are saying, they are saying that this is a Christian family. They are saying that this little youth was a good youth because he just went to church and school and basically keep to himself and basically did the right thing. So people, once again, one more again, we see that some low life are taking the life of some good persons, some productive persons in a society. So the moral of the story is this: it seems like the persons that are out there that are keeping up the BS and keeping up all sort of evil, chaos and catastrophe out there, it seems as if they are living forever. It seems as if the law is not catching up to them. However, it seems like the young persons and the good persons are always dying young, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. One word. Don't put no space between the words. Jamaica Dancehall Source. Now, the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that a Jamaican national that is scheduled for deportation on February 11, 2020, that is now in the detention of Home Office. We are speaking about UK immigration. He basically tried to take away himself by taking an overdose of medication. Now, people, you see how serious this thing is. Now, people, based on this information, it seems like certain persons, we are speaking about some of these detainees, would rather to slap away themselves or take away themselves before coming to Jamaica. And people, the truth and the fact that if you are not ready for Jamaica, it is like coming back to hell, point blank and period. Now, people, we saw some Jamaicans holding a big protest. We are speaking about at Dolan Street or whatever it is called. And they claim that a lot of these persons, we are speaking about the 50 persons that are scheduled for deportation on the 11th, a lot of them are involved in the controversial Windrush report. However, based on what the Home Office, based on what the government of UK is claiming, they are alleging that all of these 50 persons that are scheduled for deportation, they are all criminal convicted persons. They all did in excess of 12 months, and people, based on them immigration policy, it is said that if you do in excess of 12 months, you are automatically eligible for deportation. So therefore, you will be dipped back to Jamaica or your country of origin. Now, people, when I first did a report, I said that it was wrong for the UK to deport persons that have been living there since they were 2 or 3 years old. However, people, the truth and the fact that the law is the law. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that if none of these 50 persons are linked to the controversial Windrush scheme or scam, therefore they are eligible for deportation. Therefore, unless Jamaica change the policy, unless Jamaica stop being a puppet and a string for UK and America, rate, lele, blue, blah, bling, and change that policy, it is basically nothing that they can do because they've already signed that treaty. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that unless there's a change of policy with that treaty that is signed between UK and Jamaica, saying that if persons go overseas or UK particular in this case and violate them immigration law, they are going to be deported. Unless Jamaica start having some BALLS and some spine and some backbone and start stand up to these countries and stop being a puppet on a string, people are always going to get deported, whether they are rightfully or wrongfully. We are speaking about unjustly deported, point blank and period. So just based on the allegations are claimed by Home Office, we are speaking about the UK immigration. They are saying that a lot of these persons are criminal. They are charged for smuggling. They are charged for peddling drugs. They are charged for children molestation. They are charged for RAPE. They are charged for a lot of aggravated felonies. So people, once you have those charges, you basically put that upon yourself unless you were framed, unless you were wrongly convicted, and people, that is something for the court. However, based on their law, it is said that if you do in excess of 12 months, you are eligible, you are going to be deported, point blank and period. So people, the truth and the facts that this is their rules and laws and regulation, it is basically written in stone. So therefore, unless the policy changes, there is not going to be any sort of change. So we saw that these 50 persons that are scheduled for deportation on the 11th of February 2020, they were getting a lot of support from Protestants. We are speaking about in London, we are speaking about in UK. And also we see that the president of the Jamaica Returning Residents Association, he came out and he is claiming that the government of Jamaica should not grant, we are speaking about this chartered flight, any landing privilege or any landing permission. However, people, like I've said before, this deal seems to have been signed and sealed, and it is a foregone conclusion. Unless something extreme happens, we should not expect to see any changes, and we should expect to see these persons being deported back to Jamaica on the 11th of February 2020. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now this part of the video is called Dumb and Dumberer because the Pope are launching an investigation in which we are speaking about a 30-year-old man called Troy Chambers, and he is said to be a teacher. He walked into the Elliston Road Popo station and he was basically armed with a Glock pistol and also 18 rounds, and he introduced himself as a sergeant of Popo. However, it seems that the other Popo in the station became very suspicious and they asked for some sort of identification, and he could not provide any sort of identification. So therefore, he was not a Popo, he was actually a teacher. But it looked like he was a drama teacher because, people, it seems as if he was acting at ASS, point blank and period. Now, based on what the information is saying, he was charged for impersonating a Popo and also illegal possession of a firepiece and also ammunition. So people, like I said, the other Popo in the station asked him for proof of identification and also a firepiece license, and people, he could not provide either of them. So therefore, they also took out a search warrant, and when they went to his house, they found over 58 rounds, 33 spent shell casing, 5 magazine. They also found a handcuff, a Glock pistol case. We are speaking about 2 holsters. We are speaking about 1 magazine and also a combat belt. Now, people, we are talking about a man that seems like he was ready for WAR. We are speaking about a mentally deranged person that is impersonate the Popo. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that we have to ask the question. Based on the fact that there were 33 spent shells found, we have to wonder, where is the warhead for those spent shells? Did he use them on persons? Did he make any sort of citizens arrest? Did he make any teachers arrest? And people, what is even more startling and mind-boggling about the whole situation is the fact that they also found a firearm license in the name of Carl Samuels. And people, if we remember, maybe about a couple of weeks ago, a teacher was slapped away, and coincidentally, that is his name. So people, is this firearm license for this teacher? People, I don't know. We leave it up to the popo to do their job, because like me say, we have a no snitch policy in a Jamaica, point blank and period. So anyways, this SUSPECT is scheduled to go to court on the 12th of February 2020. So anyway, people, like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.